this video is for the unvaccinated foreigners who wanted to come to the Philippines to see their loved ones or to just have a vacation. Here in Cebu City after a very long wait, and this is our 5th day of quarantine. Just an hour ago, a lady came over in our room to do the RT-PCR test, and the result will be tomorrow. I know there's not many videos out there about the unvaccinated tourists who come over to the Philippines. That's the reason why I decided to share our story, because I was one of you guys who keep looking on YouTube about the unvaccinated, because it's a big risk when you get denied, you know. It's very expensive. Yeah, I'll just share to you what are the requirements upon boarding. So before you book your ticket, you have to, well, I can testify that Cebu Mactan Airport, they do accept foreigners, so you can just book your ticket. We booked through Singapore Airlines from Auckland, New Zealand. We traveled with Air New Zealand because they're partners with Singapore Airlines. So from Auckland to Singapore, we have a layover in there for 4 to 5 hours, and then from Singapore there is a stopover in Davao City for 50 minutes. So we disembarked the aircraft, and then we went back to come over here to Cebu. So the total hours was 21 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah, it's really tiring, you know. It's a very long trip. So yeah, we just make use of this quarantine to relax, and yeah, just relax and wait for the results. So what are the requirements we submitted? So when I booked the ticket, I also arrange what's that pharmacy where we can get the antigen test. That's a day before our flight. We got the antigen test supervised by the pharmacist. So you can just go to any like clinics or any accredited clinics that can do supervised rapid antigen test. So here we go. So in New Zealand we have Unichem. That's the pharmacy there that's allowed to do the supervised antigen test. So you will just fill out the form, and if you after 10 to 15 minutes they will you will know the result, and they will just put it there that you're negative, and they put their stamp and signature of the one who administered the antigen test. So you just have to keep that. That's your antigen test result. And then next is the exit ticket, because yeah, he's British, my partner, so he's only allowed to be here for 30 days. So you need to book an exit ticket, and I just did it online through I think it's from Expedia. They're cheaper. Scoot, because we're not gonna use it, we just use it to show to the attendant that we're gonna exit. But our plan is to extend it when we're here before 30 days. So yeah, it's better. You have to just find the cheapest. So I just got the Cebu to Singapore. That's the cheapest I can find, and it's around 120 So in New Zealand it's a little bit high, $200 in New Zealand. US dollar could be 125. So but there's options. They said rent a ticket, which should be easy, and which is also good because it's way cheaper, around $15 only, rent a ticket. But yeah, I was not sure about it, but yeah, I know they will just check it anyway. They only check this once when we board from Auckland. We have the antigen test, should be negative. Of course, this is the really risky part of your flight because we did it at just like 12 hours before our flight, because our flight is 12 midnight, and we did this test around 11 in the morning on August 2. It was a big relief when we know that it's negative. Otherwise, you will lose like your lots of money for your hotel, quarantine, and your booking. I mean the ticket you have to think you can just cancel, but yeah, I know it's just costly and very stressful. So we have the exit ticket, and that's the confirmation from the hotel. You have to go to onehealthpass.com.ph. That's the official website where you can check which accredited hotel you can have a look. So that's the website of One Health Pass, and here there's a logo here. You can click quarantine facility list. So just click that one and you can see all the hotels in every city, international airport, that you can do quarantine. Yeah, so it's very important that the hotel should be accredited. And when you book, you have to just search, because yeah, it depends how much budget you've got. And yeah, I booked a week before, and we only paid 20% of the full payment of this, and the cost is 2,800 per night for both of us, including meals and including the airport pickup. It's way cheaper than other hotels. Newest one, I look at it, it's 5,000 or more per night, plus you have to add the meal costs. In the airport pickup, they charge 900 pesos. So yeah, this hotel is really good. It's very close to the airport. It's called Dulcinea Hotel and Suites. It's not new, but if you talk to them, just email the admin, they're really friendly and they respond quickly. And you can just ask for the room with the view, because it's worth it. It's got the view of the ferries around and the bridges. Yeah, it's really nice. But the hotel itself is quite rundown and old, but it's clean, so that's all we really need anyway. Clean and spacious, and it's got everything that we need. Yeah, that's it. Because if you book that 5-star hotel, it's also really good. If you have that enough, if you want to pay more, it's fine. But yeah, you can't use their facilities anyway. You're just inside, so it doesn't make much sense for us. And this hotel is just what we really needed, just to relax. The bed is really nice, comfy, and the staff are really friendly, and you can ask them to buy you things. Like we asked them to buy us fruits and like SIM card that I need, and I even asked them to buy me some new slippers. I just give them some tip, like 100 pesos or 50 pesos for yeah, just for asking them to buy you something, you know. Yeah, that's it for the hotel. I paid around 16,500 for, because I booked 6 nights. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we will get the result straight away. That's why I booked for 6 nights. Yes, to make it safe. And yeah, that's it for the hotel. Just go to onehealthpass.com.ph and click on the quarantine list of hotels. Yeah, and email them first. And yeah, just make sure that what you want what you want with your stay, if you have special requests. Yeah. So yeah, when you pay the 20%, they will give you the confirmation and you just have to print it out. And yeah, that's our itinerary. I even printed the email from the Mactan airport, but they don't ask for that. Yeah, that's it. And the One Health Pass. They took the printed One Health Pass of me, so I'm just gonna show you the screenshot. So you will get the code when you register. We register 3 days before the flight for the unvaccinated. You can do that, and you just have to click under the vaccination status. You just have to click the unvaccinated, I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You will get the code at the end. When you fill out everything, you just have to make up or I think you can use the address of the hotel that you quarantine for, because they ask a lot of information. Some of them, if you don't have it, you can just put NA. Yeah. So yeah, you screenshot the code at the end. Yeah, don't forget to screenshot it and you print it out, because that's what they really need. So when we board, they will only ask your passport and boarding. Yeah, they will give you the boarding pass. So when you arrive here in Mactan Airport, they will ask for the arrival card and declaration form. Those forms, they will hand it to you when you board to from Singapore to Davao. They give it to us when we board. 2 forms, declaration, and it's still lots of information they need, but yeah, just fill it up. It's just for what do you call that, or for their record, you know. So yeah, it was a really smooth trip. And when we arrived to the airport, we went to the immigration here in Mactan, Cebu, and the young lady asked our vaccination pass, because she didn't know. And then I told her we don't have it, and she got a little bit emotional about it, and she said, why you didn't get the vaccine? And I felt really awkward. I don't know what to say, and because I can talk to her in my dialect, I just said, I just don't want to have it, you know, something like that. It's just so awkward to answer a question like that. But yeah, and she just informed us about the quarantine. That's 5-day quarantine, and then on the 6th day, if you get the result negative, you can go to whenever you want. So I don't know about home quarantine. It doesn't matter if you're negative. It's not really strict in here, and yeah, it's just so nonsense anyway. So just prepare 800 if you're alone, solo traveler. 800 pesos 800 pesos for the swab test. So upon arrival, they will do your test, and on the 5th day, so 1,600 for one person. So for two of us, just double it. That's your fee that you need to pay. You need to pay it cash, so just make sure you have some cash with you for that. And also, where do you get the result of your swab test? When you arrive, you can get the result on the following day. Just go to onehealthpass.com.ph website, and you can find the logo there, track your swab test, and there is a code there, tracking code. You can the code that they use anyway, they put it at the back of your passport, and the code tracking code is just there. And yeah, it's the same code as your One Health Pass code. That's your tracking code to check the result. Yes, when you get positive test on your 5th day, that will be a disaster, and we don't want that. Yeah, but if that happens, you need to extend your quarantine. They will take you to another quarantine hotel to extend your quarantine, which is more money, and I don't know if you can handle it. It's too much 5 days is too much for me, because I really like to go outside and just go outside and live normally. Knowing that there's lots of unvaccinated here in the Philippines, it just doesn't make any sense, but we have to comply because we need to be here, we need to come here, and that's the only way. So yeah, if you're unvaccinated foreigner from the visa-free countries, please come over and visit the Philippines. It's not that bad. Here in Cebu, I think the mask is not mandatory. It's just optional. It's all up to you, but there's still lots of people wearing a mask. We're here, and we're very happy and grateful that we managed to enter the Philippines as unvaccinated. Yeah, it is hard. It's tough to deal with all these requirements, and it's just ridiculous and nonsense. But yeah, as I said, what can we do? We need to comply because we wanna be here. So yeah, that's all the requirements, guys. It's not that many. The most important thing is your negative test. So make sure that you're also feeling okay, not sick, and no fever. Yeah, but in the airplane, it's really packed. It's full when from Auckland to Singapore, and the lady sat next to me was coughing and just coughing everywhere, but it's fine. I got the negative test. We just get over it. Yeah, please feel free to ask questions. It's not that hard, as long as you have all your requirements and you get the negative test, and you just look at the quarantine as your relaxing time before you do all your traveling. Yeah, it's also nice to experience this, like you can't go anywhere for 5 days and they will just give you food. But one tip, guys, if the food is not enough or you feel like you want to eat some more, you can always buy online and they will deliver it to your room. You go to Grab or Food Panda. There's an app here, and there's plenty of food that if you want to eat. And also this hotel, before we quarantine on day first, they allow us to buy something that we need. We went to the supermarket, yeah, and yeah, just feel free to ask the hotel staff if you need other things on your quarantine day. I wash all my dirty clothes. You can wash because it's so easy to dry it. Just wash and hang it in the bathroom. Yeah, it's not that bad, and it's our 5th day and very hopeful to get out of here and explore the world. Thanks for watching.